More on immigration policy. I want to play for you before we get to that a pledge that came from President Trump less than 2 weeks into his second term. Listen.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people.
And yet, a CBS News review of government documents found Gitmo today mostly empty. CBS News, excuse me, wow. CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins me to discuss his exclusive reporting, which has quite evidently got me choked up. Camilo, tell me what you learned.
Hey, Major. Well, so we obtained internal Department of Homeland Security documents that showed, Major, that the president's ambitious and bold plan to hold as many as 30,000 detainees, as you heard him outline back last year in January of 2025, did not fully materialize. And when I say that, I mean that currently there are only 6 immigration detainees being held at Guantanamo base. That is nowhere close to that 30,000 number. In fact, over the past year in total, fewer than 900 immigration detainees have been sent to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, to be held there by U.S. officials pending their deportation. Right now, there are only 6 detainees. And in fact, the government employees on the island assigned to basically detain the immigration detainees at ICE and the Department of Defense outnumbered the actual detainees 100 to 1. There are about 600 military and ICE staff operating that mission and only 6 detainees. And the projected cost of the operation is $73 million, Major, just for the U.S. military. So the operation has affected relatively few detainees, certainly not 30,000, but it's costing a lot of money.
What's the explanation for this? Either the cost or so few detainees actually at Gitmo?
Well, we have to remember, Major, that just like Alligator Alcatraz, the plan to house immigration detainees at Guantanamo Bay was part of a broader Trump administration effort to send a message of deterrence. And that message was that if you come here to the U.S. legally, or if you don't self-deport, if you're already here in the country unlawfully, there's now a chance we can send you to a scary-looking or scary-sounding place like Alligator Alcatraz or Guantanamo Bay. That was the message of deterrence that the administration was pushing. So these locations were not necessarily picked for their efficiency. It is very labor and resource intensive and also expensive to send people to Guantanamo Bay. And oftentimes, it just simply does not make sense from an operational perspective when many of the detainees that would be sent there can actually be deported to their home countries instead of being sent to the middle of the Caribbean. So there are a myriad of reasons for why this operation has been far more limited in scope than predicted and outlined by the president. But one key aspect here is how difficult and expensive the process is, Major.
When it comes to immigration policy, we have 2 of the best, Camilo Montoya-Galvez right there and Nicole Skanga just a few moments ago. I want to thank them both.